What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing really well. Welcome to SuperMayne Racing. I am SuperMayne. In this video, we are going to talk about the newly added crossplay feature for F1 2022, which was quite a surprise to be woken up to yesterday, actually, and I was quite glad to hear the news. I've been waiting for crossplay on multiple EA games for a long time now, and it's finally come in to the forefront. And it looks like it's going to be an added feature going forward. And this is a testing weekend, so remember there is going to be bugs. But we thought we'd go and try it out. It was a bit late last night when I got to try it, and I was watching a streamer that I watch on Facebook Gaming, and I thought I'd jump into his lobby because he had an open lobby. We managed to find his lobby after 3 or 4 attempts at searching it. It did take a bit of time, which was a bit frustrating, but as I say, it's a beta. We know it's going to be a problem for a few days. We managed to find the lobby. In the lobby there was multiple different platforms. You had Steam, EA Origin, you had Xbox, and you had PlayStation, which was good to see because there was lots of different platforms in the lobby. There was about 20 people in the lobby at the start, or 18 people maybe, I can't remember off the top of my head. And we managed to get into the qualifying session. Once the qualifying session started, and what you'll notice in this video that I'm showing you is that people started to leave the session, which actually there wasn't leaving the session. When you were watching his chat, they were saying they'd been kicked, and they were kind of saying that it was the streamer that had done it, and it wasn't the streamer that had done it at all. What you notice on the left hand side of my screen is there was a little connection thing that came up on the side of my screen, which wasn't I think that was part of the issue. There was a little bit of a problem between the host and all the people that are playing, but you had multiple people having issues. What you'll find is at the end of this video, or at the end of this particular session, as I say there, like you see 20 people in the lobby, and there's Steam users, there's PlayStation, there's Xbox, there's EA Origin. And what all of a sudden happens at the end of this lap, once you see this guy spinning around and having a few problems, he was a controller. I think there was a few controller players in the lobby, and at the moment there was no assists on, which was quite amusing. But yeah, what end up happening as the race loads up, which you'll see in a moment, the race actually then kicks everybody, or the race doesn't, the game actually then kicks everybody out of the session and puts us all back into a lobby, or our own lobbies, which wasn't too helpful, if I'm honest. But it is a shame. It shows people joining, it shows people coming, it shows people going. But it wasn't any particular people. I think what was happening, it was mainly getting rid of all the other platforms. So anyone that was using Steam, because that's what the stream was using, was okay. Everyone else was getting kicked from the session. So all the people using Steam were okay, but for some reason everybody else was getting kicked out, and that was that really. So I decided that enough was enough. I would go and find another lobby, which you will see shortly. But this is just a video showing what actually happened as we loaded up, and then we'll go over to Portimao, which, don't forget, has been added to the 1.007 patch, which is a great track, but very difficult to use. So as you see, we're waiting on the grid now for everybody to load up. I was quite happy actually, because I hadn't played Austria for a little while, and there we go. There's the error. Anyway, jumping into Portimao and the next sessions. This is again another crossplay session, so I thought I'd go and find another session and see if we could try it out, and if it was the same error happening over and over again. I haven't played Portimao for a little while. I haven't got set up for it. I haven't done no time trialing on it. I literally just went straight in, a bit cold. And although it was in the last FIFA F1 21, sorry, in the last F1 21, I couldn't really remember the track, and I've not really been doing a lot of racing online. I've just been doing a lot of the campaign and trying to just get my skills better, because overall I am quite a new sim racer. I used to play all my F1 games on controller, and now I've got a little sim set up. I'm just trying to get myself faster, get myself used to it. Oh, there you go, look, another corner cut. It's a terrible lap, in fairness, but as I say, I was getting used to the track. I was trying to work out where I was going, and I was sort of having a bit of a nightmare. I kind of know the track a little bit, but I had a standard setup on which I was getting lots of oversteer or understeer on it all the time. I was going into corners too quickly, but as I say, it's just really a test for what was going on with regards to the crossplay, which is what I really was keen to see. Also, it is keen to note that they have made a few adjustments to the settings and traction control on the game. That does actually make a little bit of a difference, in my opinion. I have not been spinning the car as much and over accelerating. I am still making mistakes, but that is just me. I've got a heavy foot and I'm still getting used to it. And I do think that the G920 Xbox that I use, controller I use, I'm still getting used to it and trying to find the perfect settings. Anyway, into the race for Mayne. I actually qualified a respectable position on the grid, but what I did do is I sort of backed off a little bit. But as you can see, a typical multiplayer lobby, and there is people going everywhere. But actually, we've got everybody in the lobby. So we've got PlayStation, we've got EA, we've got Steam, we've got a mixture of players, which is really good to see in the lobby. And we was having quite a good few set of battles actually, which I was quite enjoying it. Once I got into the track and I understood and I worked out what speed I should have been going around, what corners, what my braking zones were, I did start to go a little bit quicker. It took me a lap or two to get used to the track, but yeah, the game actually ran really smooth. There was a few incidents where the game was glitching and player cars were glitching, but again, it's a tested beta weekend, it was expected. But overall, I was actually really impressed with the way the game run. We've got quite a mixture of console users and PC users in this lobby, and the game ran really well. So I'm not sure what was going on with the other lobby, because it was happening continuously for the streamer. Everyone was getting kicked, so I'm not sure what was going on there. If it was just maybe a particular issue with Steam trying to link up with others, I'm not sure, or Steam users hosting the lobby maybe. I really don't know. I did look at trying to host a lobby, but I just wanted to race last night. I wanted just to have a go at the crossplay and just generally have a little bit of fun. So overall, my opinion of the at the moment, it was working really well when it was working, and it did get better as the night went on. And this lobby in particular was working really well, and there was no real issues. I've got to be honest, I didn't look to see what the host was using, whether he was using an Xbox or EA Origin or PlayStation. I just continued to race in the game. As you can see, I've overshot that corner again multiple times, but we say it was all about having a bit of fun and just racing and just generally just seeing what the crossplay was on. I don't know what I did there. I just over anticipated the corner again. It took me, as I say, it took me a few times to do it, but yeah, hopefully you've had a good experience so far. I mean, I didn't really have any problems. I'm going to do a bit more testing across the course of the weekend, and I'll report my findings. But as I said, this is going to be one of many videos coming up in the future. I'll probably do a little bit of sort of updating of what the patch notes say and stuff like that. But this is not also an F1 2022 channel. This is going to be a racing channel, because I love my racing games, and as I say, I'm new to sim racing with the setup. So hopefully over the time I'll grow and get better at racing games and get used to using steering wheels and pedals. And as I say, it's been quite good fun to date. I've been doing it for about 6 months, and I've been having an absolute whale of a time with it. And I've got to be honest, it's a completely different experience. But now I've got the proper seat as well. It does make a big difference, because the pedals are sturdy, the steering wheel's sturdy. And there's another typical online going to take you out crash. But I was quite happy with this result actually in the end, because I just consistently drove pretty well. I did make a little bit of a mistake, a bit. I think on the next lap I did have a little bit of a spin, but overall I managed to kind of get myself into. I just drive consistently, and yes, I weren't taking the right racing lines. Yes, I was being a bit scrappy and sloppy, and I think now the Automode track is added, I will do a bit of time trialing on it, get myself used to the track more, get myself a decent setup and have a little play about with it. problem is that where they keep updating all the patches at the minute and keep making adjustments to gameplay, the actual setups sometimes can be null and void because they might change something that, like they have done in this one with the acceleration factor on the cars or on the player cars, and I've noticed I'm not getting as much wheel spin as what I was on the patch before, and I can sort of generally push a little bit harder coming out of corners. What I have got to be careful of is what I am doing a lot of is I am getting a bit over excited, changing down the gears and going probably a bit too low sometimes in corners, which is sometimes causing the back wheels to lock up and me to spin. As I say, anyway, this is the Portimao track, which I've got to be honest, I don't know why. There we go, there's the spin. I didn't mean to do that, which is a bit frustrating and a little bit annoying because I did have a bit of a nightmare and it put me back a few places. But yeah, I mean, look, overall we're in 6th place. I think there was a couple of back markers there, which I did think I was going to lose a few more places, and we sort of pushed through to the end. I think overall, I think I did finish in 6th place if I remember rightly. But yeah, this track, I don't know why, what I was going to say is why this is not in the F1 calendar anymore, because this track is a fantastic track. There's lots of elevation changes, there's lots of technical corners, there's some fast parts of the track as well, and I do believe that actually these F1 22 cars would be really exciting. I mean, they're great to race when just on the game, so imagine driving them around the circuit with the ground effect on the cars and the downforce that these cars now produce. Will produce some fantastic racing around this track. It has got plenty of opportunity to follow the cars in front of you. Anyway, for now, I'm going to shut up rambling on because that's what I'm doing, and overall, I'm just excited for the crossplay. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and don't forget, as I said at the beginning of the video, please hit that like and subscribe button, and we will do some more videos like this, talking through maybe some of the races that I do in my career mode. I'm currently doing a career mode with Aston Martin. Maybe I'll post a few of them videos and do a little bit of commentary on that. As I say, I'm still kind of getting used to the game and still getting used to having a steering wheel. So I'm just having fun, and I do make mistakes like anyone does. I'm not here to be a pro racing driver. Just want to have a bit of fun and just generally race. And what I hopefully do in the future is set up some race sessions for people to join and stuff like that. But yeah, don't forget, hit that like, subscribe button. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and keep on racing. Bye for now.